Wowzers. Boys are back. It's another pod. It's Tablebuzz. Me and Josh back here in Toronto. Got some exciting stuff coming up. World Juniors. That's a summer World Juniors. Kind of not classic, but you seen who's on this podcast with us. Lukas freaking Cormier. He's about to take on the World Juniors here in Calgary. Great pod with him. Great interview. We learned a lot.
You'll be hearing this before you hear the Lukas interview, but what a great time to get him on. Especially he's going to be playing such a big role on the team this year. Like, pretty good guy to get on the pod here right before World Juniors, won't lie. He's going to put on a show for the hometown
Canada,
boys.
baby. Watch out.
Yeah.
Well, Canada, like, there's a lot of players not playing, like Owen Power and them boys. So, like, the depth chart kind of bumps up. And that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for all day. Like, no Matty Beniers in USA. No Russia at all.
Yeah, no Russia. That's one of the big horses out of the race already.
Yeah.
So, you don't mind seeing that. But it's always an exciting game to watch Canada, Russia. And I feel like Canada usually gets the better of them. So that makes it even better.
Knock on wood.
Unless you're talking like Kuznetsov and Panarin and the boys and Tarasenko. That was a tough one to watch. But we're past that.
But cheers, Lukas. Best of luck in.
Thanks for joining us. This guy joined us from literally his hotel room.
Yeah,
like
his roommate was trying to nap, and he was talking to us. So.
Yeah, if you see a shirtless guy in the background, it's nothing weird going on, just pro hockey stuff, okay?
Yeah, so shout out. Let's get it rolling. Enjoy this episode. We'll be back next week. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Tablebuzz podcast. Today we're joined by a very special guest once again, Lukas Cormier. Lukas, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, man. Good.
Unreal, buddy. Unreal.
We're just living the dream. You're out in Calgary now. How's the weather out there? Probably pretty hot, eh?
Not too bad. Yeah, it's been pretty hot. Not as I was in Vegas before. It's a lot hotter there, but.
Yeah, I seen that you were in Vegas and the old Snap story, hitting up the boat and seeing out there. What's that like? A little bit different than Atlantic, Canada, I would say.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really hot at this time of year, though.
Was that for a dev camp?
Yeah, I stayed there a couple weeks after just to train with the guys.
Cool. Nice. So you had a couple. You were like a month out in Vegas then, eh?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Damn,
Sweet.
that's not a bad place to be for 3 weeks.
Did you get to meet any of the boys, or it's mostly just the rookies there for dev camp?
Yeah, well, I was training for the dev camp was like mainly rookies, and after that I stayed with White Cloud for the 2 weeks I was there. And
Cool.
I was training with most guys, like mostly AHL guys in Henderson, but yeah, it was fun.
Sick.
That's awesome. So you're out in Calgary. You're pretty busy these days, I would imagine. We obviously appreciate you joining us, but like, what are you up to? You're at the World Juniors. It's 3 days away. You're probably getting fired up.
We came here on Monday, and I think first exhibition is next Monday, I think.
Yeah.
So right now we're just in Calgary, training in the morning, practice after, and then we usually have something at night, but we had the day off today, so I had some time.
Yeah, you don't mind living it up in Calgary. Anything? What are you up to in the day off?
Not much. We don't really have anything planned right now. I think we have a supper tonight. That should be interesting, but nothing the rest of the day.
Some much needed rest. I can imagine.
Get the relaxation in.
Yeah.
Is this like do they grill you guys pretty hard? Like, are these skates tough, like cardio wise, or is it more so like systems trying to get the team used to each other?
Yeah, a lot of system. We've been working on the D zone quite a bit just to get some chemistry going, and systems and stuff mostly.
Yeah, I can imagine it'd be tough. Like, you're just throwing together 20, 25 hockey players, obviously like the best in the world for your age, but even just no chemistry. Like, I can imagine there's not too many guys that you've ever played with that are on this team, and you got to learn how to, gel together pretty quickly on the biggest stage. There's a lot of pressure involved with that.
Yeah, we have have the team basically that was here at Christmas, so we have like a little base, but yeah, we have a lot of new guys, and I think it's going pretty good right now. We're improving every day on all the details and stuff. So.
Sweet.
What are you most excited for once you guys get playing into the round robin and hopefully into the playoff rounds?
Just excited to get going, to see the crowd, how it's going to be, and hopefully we get some good crowd out there. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I
I'd
can
imagine,
imagine. Yeah. I mean, World Juniors is like the absolute dream for any young hockey player in Canada. It's one of the most like for hockey wise on TV. Like I feel like this is one of the more popular events that people take in, the whole country watches. The Olympics are only every 4 years. So to cheer on Team Canada, you get to do it every year at the World Juniors. And last year to have that canceled, I can imagine that sucked pretty bad, but are you happy to have another second chance out of here?
Yeah, for sure. It was disappointing when it got canceled. It was the start of the tournament was still pretty cool, but it's fun that we get another chance at it. I'm not sure how it's going to be in the summer, but should be a good experience no matter what. So
Yeah, there's not going to be the Boxing Day Classic as per usual and New Year's Eve and all that.
yeah,
I've seen these skates that people are rocking at the World Jays. They get the custom skates with the Canada flag on them and stuff like that. You have a pretty is it fair to say you have a bigger role on the team this time around than last time around?
I'd say pretty similar. It's
Pretty similar, just right there at the
yeah, we
top of the
have
depth chart.
yeah, we have a lot of good guys obviously in Canada. There's a lot of depth here, and yeah, should be fun.
So how do you get to be one of the guys that gets these custom pair of wheels to be skating around it?
Well, everyone got them at Christmas. I think I use Bauer skates, so the Bauer goes a little bit harder on the skates. They got a good design on them, but I know
Yeah.
CCM has them too, and True has like some stickers on there that some guys use too.
So it's kind of whatever skates are already used, and then they just make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That was always a question I had just seeing them. I was like, damn, that's a pretty nice pair of skates. But I wouldn't want to be wearing a brand new pair of skates for one of these big tournaments. But I guess if you already got them in Christmas, then you're used to them now.
Yeah, we got them a couple weeks before, so we got to get used to them a little bit.
Sick. That was a personal question that 15-year-old Josh would have loved to know. So thank you.
So obviously, yeah, your World Juniors coming up, but you just spent like 4 years in our hometown, Charlottetown, with the Islanders just wrecking it up, being a legend out there. That's what we love to see. What do you like about Charlottetown? Like, what kept you coming back?
Yeah, I love my time in Charlottetown. It's a great city, great place to be. Everyone around the organization was great too. We had a great group of guys all 4 years I was there, and pretty fortunate to get some pretty good teams too there at the end. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring the cup to Charlottetown, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Sick. Have you been able to spend any summers in the off season or some time on PEI?
Yeah, I always go for a week here and there. I went to Cavi after my first year.
Oh, yeah.
It got canceled for both last years, and this year I couldn't go, but yeah, I'll be there over again for sure.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, that's what we like to hear.
This is our first summer not being on PEI, so we're getting a taste of the other life, but we're missing the PEI summer big time for sure.
Yeah.
So you have some history with this guy on my left here. I never got the chance to play against you, but it dates back to midget, the days against the Pride Killer here. Just from my perspective, because Richie probably won't want to ask you too much about it, but what was it like playing against this kid?
Yeah, everyone remembers Richie playing against him, always chirping. Yeah, it was funny sometimes. I remember playing in Kensington, and I just like missed a pass, and Richie just gave it to me all the way up the ice. Good time.
Yeah, I wish I could take some of that back, because a lot of people I was chirping, they're like doing some sick stuff now, and I'm just like, damn, what am I up to? You know?
I want to come on the pod now, man. You chirped me all the way up the ice after I missed that breakout pass.
No, I used to always love playing against Moncton Flyers. What a time! I love your assistant coach, Stephen McPherson. Shout out to him. The beauty.
He's a beauty.
Did you ever have words with him?
No, I just smile at him all the time. You smile.
Yeah, one of the only guys I know that loves getting into it with the coaches of the other team.
Yeah.
Absurd. Is there much chirping that goes on at World Juniors? I can imagine there's a pretty big language barrier when you're trying to get under the skin of like a Slovakian kid. But is there much that goes on?
Yeah, for sure, a little bit. I'm not the biggest chirper, so I can't really talk too much for myself. I kind of just let my playing do the job. But yeah, there's always those guys that that's their game, and they do it no matter what where they are. So
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, they just have to get a little more creative, eh?
yeah.
Do you find that a lot of people try and attack you as one of the, the better players on every team you've been on pretty well?
Sometimes. I mean, I don't think it's too bad more than anyone else, but yeah, sometimes it's I think the worst was probably against Kensington, honestly.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you withstood that, I think you're set for a lot of things.
Yeah, that's pretty good conditioning right there.
What was the run that you just went on this year with the Islanders? Like sold out rinks there in playoffs. Like what was that like? City was probably just buzzing.
Yeah, it was really cool. Just play out in the summer too. Get to see ice a lot nicer in the summer. So just do a lot of things with the guys. Go golfing. Always in the pool at the Billets, and it was it was really really cool to just spend those playoff runs. Are always fun. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I mean the season it went abnormally long than usual, right?
Yeah, the Mem Cup was like late June.
Yeah, like
June,
what's that like? I mean, obviously it's different at this level, but I can imagine at like junior A, junior B, if guys were told that they're going to be playing into July, like the puck just starts ending up in your own net somehow. They're like, what's that like? I can imagine it's mentally tough. Like you just can't be at the rink every single day when it's 25 and sunny outside. Do you find it a bit of a struggle?
Well, we had a good group this year, so we had a lot of fun doing it. So we didn't really think about how long it got. It was just it was all going by so fast, and next thing you know, it was done, and we wish it would have went longer. So yeah, it was fun.
You've played on the Islanders. You've played with a tandem of some pretty good goalies back there. You had Colton Ellis for a couple of years. You had Matt Welsh, right?
Yeah, my first 2 years.
Matt. So you had Matt
3
and
years,
Jacob
maybe.
and Jacob Gooby too. So I'm just saying, like, who was your favorite to play in front of? I guess it's my question.
Well, they were all good. I can't really put one above the other.
I guess I'm putting you on the spot.
Colton and Walshy obviously in PI is like an icon out there. The fans love him. So he was there for like 5 years, and Colton just came in for 1 year, but the things he did when he was there was remarkable too.
Yeah, Colton's awesome. I chirped him a couple times in midget too. He would come up to me after and talk, and then long story, but Colton, great guy off the ice too. All those guys are, even Gooby.
Yeah.
So I'm not complaining.
Do you find the World Juniors, like there's a lot more media attention than the QMJHL would gather? Do you ever get overwhelmed, or do you find it difficult dealing with all of the the TV stuff behind the scenes?
Yeah, it's a lot more, but I don't think it's too difficult. It's usually just like after practice or games, and just like a 10 minutes, and there's like a little media scrum or something, so it's not too bad.
Just the classic hockey answers that you got.
Yeah. It's the same answers every time.
Yeah,
pucks in
deep. 4 lines going. Is there a team that you like matching up with? Like if you're looking at the group stage, is there a country where you're like, this is gonna be sick when we get to play them?
Well, obviously, like always, the U.S. is always a great rivalry. I figure we'll probably play them eventually in the tournament, and Russia's not here this time, but that's always pretty cool. And Finland, Sweden too. Every country there's a lot of countries now that's getting pretty good, so it should be interesting.
Is there or do you have?
No, you can give her.
Is there a big difference between like if you're defending like a Finnish forward? Not that everyone plays the same or that everyone plays differently, but do you find a big difference between countries of their style of play when they're coming down on the rush? And like every team has different systems, but just like style of play, basically.
Yeah, every team has different guys that do different things, but it's a lot of trend sometimes in Euro team that they try to be a little more skilled, try to go between the legs, some stuff like that. So but every team has those guys, and every team has the gritty guys. You can't really tell a big difference, but you just got to know who you're going out against.
Yeah. And is there much of like a scouting report that goes into that? Do you have like, I know it's pretty annoying. Like you're stretching, trying to get ready to play, and then people are just shoving information of like this guy like shooting high glove or whatever, or he's going to cut to his forehand. And obviously, you're not thinking of that in the game when there's cameras and fans screaming and you got the Team Canada jersey on. But do you find that there's like a pretty in-depth idea of who you're going to be matching up with every night?
Not really. We go details with the teams a lot, like what their system is and stuff like that, but not a lot of individual guys and what their tendencies are.
Got you. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that would just be too much to put into someone's head when they just need to go out and
to get every guy.
anyways. Yeah. But even just like the young Russian last year or in last winter. Yeah, Michkov. Like, I don't know. I feel like you got to have some sort of preparation for these kids that come in, but
oh yeah, you got to know who their top players are for sure.
Yeah. And they know, like you're telling me that the boys know who the top players are. You don't need to be studying up on it every day.
Yeah.
But he just asked your favorite team to line up against. Like, obviously it's got to be America. Probably if I was in your shoes, it'd be sick to play against America. Just the huge rivalry. But what do you think about playing against like individual players? Do you ever look at that and be like, oh shit, like I'm playing against this guy? Maybe, I don't know if I don't really know too many of the top players in this year's World Juniors, but there's got to be some that you're just like, damn, I can't wait to play against this guy.
Yeah, well, at this time around, there's a lot of the top players on each team are not here. So it's still there's going to be a lot of good players, but not the big names are not going to be here too much. So we got a couple in our team too, like Badar.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty sick to play with him. The things he do in practice and stuff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can imagine the one-on-one drills get a little interesting when guys like that.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Have you found that like even just in a 6-month span from practicing with him and like over Christmas, he's obviously like he was the youngest kid there. Now I'm not sure if he still is going to be the youngest on the team or not, but somewhere's close at least. But have you found that he's even taken a step up from the last tournament?
Yeah, for sure. He's always getting better. When you just look at him at practice, you just can't take your eyes off him. The stuff he does with the puck, and it's pretty cool.
If you stop him, are you like, fuck yeah, like let's go?
Yeah. Well, he's like, you're kind of supposed to stop him. He's like 4 years younger than you.
Yeah, fair enough. It's more of you get pissed if you don't.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's funny.
We had Dave Cameron on our pod. He's your coach coming up here. Do you have any thoughts on old Dave? He's a good old Islander boy.
Yeah, Dave's a great guy. All our coaching staff is pretty. They're pretty not loose, like, but like in a way, like when it's time to have fun, like they know how to like say some jokes and stuff like that. Yeah, we're having a pretty good time with the coaching staff too.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Dave seems like a guy to keep it kind of pretty chill. I mean, I could see him flipping his lid a couple times, but
yeah, they all we have great coaches here. I mean, Team Canada's not gonna have they're gonna have the best coaches available every time. So we're pretty fortunate.
100%. Yeah, we're good buddies with Jordan Spence. I'm not sure, or well, you probably know who he is. Yeah. But he was telling us about the World Juniors whenever he was there and the Christmas presents that come out. Did you guys get to that point? Did you get any gifts from Hockey Canada last year?
Yeah, we got the big one we got was virtual reality set. We all got one of those.
Nice. Little Oculus.
It was it's not something you really need, but it was pretty cool.
Nice,
playing with it at the hotel after. I didn't really use it a lot after that, but
yeah,
that's hilarious.
I mean, I think Spenny got like an electric scooter or something.
Yes,
I can't imagine he's rocking that too much.
Yeah, we get a lot of different things with that, but that was like the big one for our year.
Cool. Did it come with any games or what? Did they just give you the headset and say, here you go?
Just the headset. You buy the games on your own.
That's hilarious. That's awesome. What about any like clothing type stuff? I can imagine there's a huge haul of Gitch and all that, but Hockey Canada stuff, like when you're on a road trip back with your, your junior team or wherever you end up next year, like, is that a bit of a flex to throw on? Like, oh yeah, it's my World Junior t-shirt.
No, you can't worry too much every time you put a shirt on, people let you know, like, oh, you played.
Yeah,
And,
I was gonna say you're probably here.
Yeah.
So sometimes you put it on, but you kind of got to keep it in the closet most times.
Yeah. If I saw Spenny wearing a Team Canada shirt,
We shirt. Yeah.
He gets an earful every time, so I can imagine that's how it goes. Are your buddies excited for you? Do you ever are they asking you about, what's it like up there like your hometown buddies, like high school friends?
Yeah, everyone. I got a lot of support from my hometown. I think it's pretty cool that it's just I come from a really small town, so yeah, a lot of my friends and a lot of just people in the community, I see the support a lot. So it's yeah, it's good to have that.
Like it, yeah.
You're not from the same place as Miguel Poirier, are you?
Like pretty close.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was
15,
just
20
thinking,
minutes probably.
I was thinking that. I was thinking you might be from the same area.
Yeah. So what's the town you're from?
St. Mary, they can.
Cool.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like
Nice.
yeah, it's pretty close from where Miguel is.
Yeah. I just popped into my mind.
He's one of the
we played
PEI
hockey.
Riptide boys from
Yeah,
back
way
in the
back
day.
in the day.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So obviously, I mean, not to overlook what's coming up here, but have you put any thought into where you're going to end up next season?
Well, I'll be in Vegas probably in the AHL team, but it's in Vegas too. So yeah, I was there this summer for just to see what it's like, meet the guys and the facilities and stuff like that, and it looks pretty incredible, so it should be fun.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I would say it's probably
especially
pretty sick.
not let alone that it's in Las Vegas, but a new franchise, everything brand new. I can imagine it's pretty impressive. Like I'm just picturing like a water treadmill in the dressing room or something like that.
Yeah, they just got a new rink too, so it's
Yeah.
kind of looks
So,
like the Gatineau rink a little bit. The new
Oh,
rink
yeah.
in Gatineau.
Okay, damn. So, and how pumped you must be. I need your thoughts now on the silver helmets, the bright silver helmets.
I think it's I don't know.
Oh no! Come on!
I haven't tried them on yet, but I think it's pretty cool that they implement that kind of
It
stuff.
is pretty cool.
They're gonna fit fine now, but what about the look?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
I honestly, when I looked at him the first time, I don't think it looks great, but
No.
I think it's cool. Like I think
grows on
having
you.
that.
Yeah,
They're
it
mixing
would be
up.
kind of sick to be just like you take off your bucket and like you can see yourself in it. Check out your hair.
Yeah, team picture day. You never know if guys are fixing their hair in the glass. All you got to do is turn the bucket around. Yeah. That's funny. I forgot about those. That's hilarious. They do them in Europe with like the leading scorer or something. He gets a gold helmet around it. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm sure you'll probably get a couple of snaps from the boys with some chirps about those too. So the AHL team is right there, eh? In Las Vegas as well.
Yeah, it's in Henderson. It's
Okay.
like 15 minutes. I think it's out. But
So hopefully you'll have a nice like apartment and stuff. You'll be all set up in the area at the very least.
yeah, it's all. You can some guys are in Summerlin, some guys in Henderson. It's like 30 minutes apart, and Summerlin's where the practice rink is for Vegas. So some guys are just all over the place. So
Gotcha.
I don't have an apartment yet, but I should. I'm looking into that now.
Cool. Have you been able to speak with any of like the big headliner Vegas guys, Jack Eichel or Mark Stone or anything like that? Any text messages or anything?
Yeah, not really text messages, but I was like I said, I was staying with White Cloud while I was there, and he was they had like Carlson's wedding was one of the weekends I was there, so they had. I didn't go there, but there was like most guys came in, so there was a lot of guys in town for like that week. So Whitey like brought me. I went golfing with like Theodore and McNabb, and we had supper a couple times with like Haig. I think Eichel was there once, and yeah, it was pretty cool to meet those guys.
Yeah, I can imagine. What's the first tee like there when you're teeing up with the big boys? And do you take out the big stick, or is that a 5-iron? Just get it in play and then go from there.
Yeah, I had rental clubs too, so it was first tee shot goes way left, take another ball goes way right.
That's a tough. That's a tough
went
start.
good after that. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I
Yeah.
could blame it on the rental clubs, though. I had an excuse.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
exactly.
big excuse there.
Yeah, you had those taken care of. Were they good golfers or what?
Yeah, pretty good golfers.
Yeah.
White Cloud's a scratch handicap, and yeah, the other guys like 4 or 5 probably.
Yeah, that's what some years
They
in
can
the
golf,
pros will
they
get
can
you.
golf year round there. So
Yeah, they're living
big
it.
time. I can
What-
imagine the courses are pretty nice too.
What do you
Yeah, really
golf?
nice.
Do you get out golfing much in the summer? Sounds like you do.
When you're not, playing.
Yeah,
for
when
Team
you're not
Canada and stuff
doing, like-
that.
yeah, I've been golfing since I'm pretty young. This year I haven't gone too much because I've had a busy summer, but usually I
Yeah.
get out quite a bit. Yeah.
What do you normally? Are you normally like a big? I'll drive the ball 300 yards, or are you like a short game finesse type of guy?
It depends on the day.
Depends of the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
If you're feeling good, you're gripping and ripping. If not, then keep it under control. What's the low round?
68.
68. Holy.
Jesus.
It was it was way back though. I used to do tournaments and stuff. Now it's more just for fun this year. It's like probably 75 my top. I haven't played too
Jeez.
much, but
That's what I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
for the first answer. My God. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
all right.
Should have known.
Yeah. What do we got up? We got the stats up. You find anything
Yeah,
interesting
just
over
looking
there?
at the stats. Big couple QMJHL trophies in there. You don't mind? Lock them up. Defensive of the year.
Defenseman of the year. Hey, that ain't bad. Following
Doesn't
from
matter.
our buddy Jordan Spence, actually.
yeah.
That's not a bad road, to be honest. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. No, but Henderson has sounds like a pretty similar setup to what Spenny just went through, like 20 minutes away from the main club, like just grinding it out. And both Ontario and Henderson both seem like really good places to be. So can't complain about that.
Yeah.
Most goals by a defenseman this year, Josh, 33. And
Jeez.
kids lighting it.
My God. Would you consider yourself more of an offensive defenseman?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's mostly my game. I
Those guys
think
have
I
more
can-
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just killing people on the peeper. I used to take like I'd probably take like a 4-minute penalty, punch someone after, and you have to see this guy come out just dummy and power play goals on you all day. You're
Yeah, I
not
can
staying in the
imagine.
box very long when this guy's running the first beeper. I'll tell
Yeah.
you that much.
Are you excited for a power play with Team Canada? To have some more
Yeah.
weapons out there?
Yeah, it's always some good power plays out there.
Yeah.
I'm on the second unit right now, but yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, especially like I can imagine the second unit is the first unit on literally any other team in the CHL. So
yeah.
you still got
Yeah,
some
it's,
heavy shots.
Yeah.
I mean, if
It's
you're on
always-
it, then
it's all-
obviously.
it's all
Yeah.
It's all about chemistry though. Some teams can have less good. We just got to make sure we work on it, and it's not always the best guys. We just gotta
Yeah.
be good together and yeah, make sure it works out.
Do you know your D partner for the tournament? Are you working out, like they probably tell you before, so you're getting the chemistry going, once again?
Yeah, right now I'm playing with Hunt. He
Nice.
probably would have been on the team at Christmas, but he was injured. So
Yeah.
Okay.
but everything can change. It always like
Yeah,
every project,
exactly.
There's a new sheet out. I've been with him since we had like 3 practices now, but yeah, it can
Nice.
change pretty quick.
Yeah.
What league's he coming from?
He played in Moose Jaw in the dub.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Sick, yeah.
So
Big
you get
dub
to
guy, the
learn
Western.
from each other a little bit there too.
Yeah, that was my partner at Helenka too, so I know him
Oh,
a little bit
nice. So
already.
you know,
So you got the
what's up.
groundwork laid out there
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Like, there used to be some like I'm not sure, I wouldn't call it a commercial, but like during the commercial break in World Junior games, they'd show like Team Canada, like a drill. Every player would get to come up with like a practice drill and run through it, a little skills thing. Have you guys
Yeah.
had anything like that you've had to do yet?
Yeah, we did it at Christmas, and some of the guys that weren't there have been doing it now. So I think you're just gonna use our clip from Christmas.
What's
It's
your
weird how that
drill?
goes, 'cause
What's the drill here?
they show me a clip of like Makar doing something, and they're like, be like this guy, do what he's doing. He's like doing something in a game, and they're like, yeah, like try to do the same thing. So
What do you think I've been trying to do?
yeah, some drills are good, but some drills, like I know the goalies, they just got like one drill was like with a basketball or something, and everyone was saying like, oh, like I love that drill, and he was just like, no, like don't do that drill, I didn't choose that, like. But yeah, it's some drills are interesting, but some of them are actually pretty good.
Yeah, because I remember watching some of them, and I'm like, first of all, there's no way this guy ever does that, and second of all, he definitely hated making this thing too.
Yeah,
It's just like crossovers around the dot and then just a shot or something, and it's like wicked.
yeah,
Man.
it's mostly for like people just starting out, don't know what to do, like with drills.
Yeah,
probably.
Oh yeah,
100%.
And it's cool to see guys like that just in practice doing drills like that too, to
Yeah.
show that everyone has to do it. That's hilarious. So I'm trying to think here. You were playing in Moncton. Is there any guys that you've been teammates with from midget that you've seen come up with you through major junior and stuff like that? Have you had a chance to play with any guys from like a while back? I know you're from a small town, so there probably isn't too much talent being pumped out of there, but
Patrick LeBlanc from the same town as me. I played with him all the way up till
oh, wicked.
Yeah, damn,
he was on the
Supreme.
Flyers too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a buddy
Yeah,
there.
he was the only year we didn't play together was my first year in the queue. He was still in midget, and then he joined us in the queue after.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Same
I've been playing with
Q
him
team,
since
same
I'm
midget
5 years old.
team. Wow, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
That is nuts.
I didn't expect to
know
get an
that.
answer like that. I
No.
kind of just pulled that question out. That's perfect.
Supreme. What a beauty,
Yeah,
too.
nothing better than that.
He
Sure.
doesn't talk too much. He's just out there.
No,
just
yeah,
doing
he's
his
really
thing.
got exactly
Yeah.
doing his thing is right. He does a good job of it, though.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what's it like when you're showing up? When a bunch of hockey guys get in the dressing room for the first time, it's like you got to kind of feel each other out. Like who's the loud guy? You know, what kind of cliques are you trying to get into? What's it like when all these guys for the first time you're showing up, like meeting the World Junior team, whatever, like the list that comes out for tryouts? Is it intimidating walking into that room for the first time? Like especially if you don't know anyone there, or did you have someone that you kind of just went to right away?
Yeah, well, it was intimidating. Like U17, the first time I meet all those guys, it was like I didn't know what to expect. But then we go through that, and then the U18, and then a couple like tryouts at the U20 level. So like after all the events, you kind of at the end it's kind of all the same people that just come back. So you get pretty comfortable with all the guys.
Yeah, I guess like the program would stay somewhat consistent. Like some guys, fall off, and some guys, just become unbelievable. But no, that's cool to know that the boys stick together, because you all have the same goal at the end of the day, to play pro hockey.
Yeah,
100%.
And to win gold for the boys.
Oh yeah.
You feeling? Or
Oh yeah, no.
I was just gonna say it wasn't much of a question. Like, you feeling good about this year's team or what?
I think so. I think we're the team to beat. So you got to prove that in the tournament.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll be watching. That's for sure.
Yeah, we like
Can't
to hear
wait.
that.
We appreciate you joining us. We don't want to take too much of your day off. I know you're a busy man.
Yeah,
You better go and enjoy your day off. So
yeah, thanks for coming on. It's been great talking to you. We wish you the best of luck with the tournament and with everything that follows after that.
Yeah, right on. Thank you guys.
yeah, hopefully we can bring you a little Tablebuzz boost for the boys here. Let's see it.
Right on.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers,
Cheers.
bro.